Wipe isn't displaying it properly.
To episode
We're live.
gaming. Let's do it.
Starts when you said that.
Let's do it.
All right. What up, everybody?
What up? We're 18.
18. Smoke some fucking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We can buy porn.
18. 18.
Yeah. What up? What up, everybody? We made it. Episode 18. Welcome.
Yeah. What up?
What up? Let's do the stuff.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Do one. I'll do one. We're loosey goosey.
Email games, comics, and culture at gmail.com.
Check out the website at gamescomicsandculture.wordpress.com.
Get us on Twitter at GCANDC.
I'm DARTH_NAR.
At CJKLOSTER.
Check us out on Patreon if you felt like supporting us, because we need some support so we can hook the show up even more. Patreon.com/GCANDC.
Yep. Although we shouldn't hype it, like, depending on your donation, upgrades might be far off. Like, we'll have to save them up. You're the only one.
Yep.
But
we will hook you up.
Yeah. As always, Facebook group. Focus of this episode, right?
I think so. So I feel like this is a very special presentation today. Today, we're breaking all the rules. We're gonna go loosey goosey. We're gonna roll. Yeah, we're gonna do whatever we want. We're gonna try not to go an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Just chill.
Yeah.
Have a regular conversation.
For sure.
What do you think?
Sounds good.
So let's go right to the Facebook group, because we always save them for the end. We're semi-incoherent half the time. And let's reward them. If they're going to watch this video, the average view is 4 minutes. They can check out the Facebook crew comments right off the bat.
Totally good idea.
All right. Let's do it. So just to tee it up a little bit this afternoon, since the group's been so awesome, I just asked everybody to lay out what's your favorite game, what's your favorite comic of all time. And got some interesting answers. Have you been reading it as the day's going on?
No, I wanted to save them for the show.
Okay.
Give a live reaction.
All right, so we got Zach, my buddy from New Orleans, who now lives in Colorado, actually. He moved out here like a week ago or something like that. And in Durango, nowhere near me. So far, Zach, so far, man. But we got to hook up one of these days. So he put, I don't know about favorite comic, but one of my favorite series, or one of my favorite stories, is still Kraven's Last Hunt. He said it was an insane read for an 11-year-old. Also, so many of those Claremont Uncanny X-Men storylines from when I was a kid in the early teens. As far as games, Wizards of War, Legend of Zelda, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Final Fantasy. I don't know.
Wow. That's old school.
Yeah, definitely kicking it old school. So yeah, I can get down with that. You ever read any of the books he's talking about?
Not really, no. It's pretty
Kraven's
neat.
Last Hunt?
Kraven's Last Hunt, no, but I do like Kraven. He's one of my favorite villains for sure. He's always dope. He's got a daughter now, of course. There's a female Kraven nowadays who holds the spotlight.
Who's the mother?
I don't know. Not sure.
Kraven's Last Hunt, and then Claremont Uncanny X-Men storylines. Claremont, an author.
It's you. That's your era.
No, I don't know.
He's talking when he was a kid.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's actually, well, I don't know. Me and Zach are probably right about the same age. Yeah. I didn't read whole storylines back then, so I'm out of it. What about Wizard of War? What you got on Wizard of War?
I've never played it.
Wizard of War is, I I gotta say, not a good game.
That was his number one.
I played it on the Atari, and it was crazy, but it doesn't make any sense.
You can't put that as your number one. Atari,
It
really?
can be. It could
I
be.
mean, maybe Pong.
You know, Legend of Zelda. I assume he's talking about the original.
The simplicity, like,
Yeah.
um, uh, yeah, I assume he's talking about the original too, judging by the rest of his choices.
Yep. Yep. And I hadn't gotten down on that one, but Mike Tyson's Punch Out, man. Mike Tyson's Punch Out, one of the greatest games of all time, for sure. To the
I don't remember playing it, but
Oh man, you got to get
heard,
down.
heard plenty of talk about it.
Yeah, you got to you got to beat that. For that's like
What about
required.
buying NES?
It's on the when you get your 3DS, it's on there for like $2.
Okay.
It's required. You can beat the whole game in a half an hour once you get it. And what's so awesome about that game is that it's a puzzle game. It's so cool that they made a puzzle game into
Really?
boxing. Yeah, it's awesomest
That
ever.
automatically makes me not want to play
Well,
it.
it's action though. It's not. It's patterns, and you know what I mean. It's totally like the puzzle is figuring out what the guy does in what order and what cues
Okay.
you have to
That's
counter
cool.
in
Yeah,
what ways.
I like that. Sounds
You know what I
cool.
mean?
You just got
So
to remember his pattern and know what keys
yeah,
to
and the
press.
cues, yeah, because they'll mix it up a little bit too. It's awesome. It's so awesome. Any other, when the only other boxing games I've ever played are like the 360 Fight Night. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah. Everybody was super hyped about the graphics, but yeah, I never liked the game. I played it a couple times. Not a big
Yeah,
fan.
I when that first when the Xbox 360 was new and that game came out, holy crap, did that look good! But yeah, but it was like an
You see
action
the
game.
sweat dripping from their faces and stuff.
Yep, and when you'd hit them, the spit would go.
Yeah.
Um, but but yeah, it was totally cool. The that game was more like sports game controls or whatever. The fact Mike Tyson was nothing like that, and it sucks that it was registered to Mike Tyson and they can't. It's Mr. Dream now. It's so stupid that they
Yeah.
want to do that. Yep. Yep.
Why not
Okay.
just pay Man, maybe they don't make enough money off of it. Why not let Mike Tyson in on it? You know he'd be down.
Yeah. Yeah. He would. Mike Tyson could use some money. I think it's the image thing. If I know Nintendo.
That's so stupid. He's got a
Yep.
decent image, honestly. Even
No,
after he got the face tat, he was in The Hangover.
he's
People
not.
regained their.
Because people think he's funny. That doesn't mean he's got a decent image. He's a psychopath.
Yeah, he's crazy,
Yep.
but whatever.
All right. Uh, next we'll move on. Our cousin Matthew says for comic, The Dark Knight Returns, written by Frank Miller. It may not be as exciting now as it was to read when I read it as a kid, but an older Batman navigating a dystopian Gotham was just mind blowing to me. Not to mention an actual exciting confrontation with Superman. Looking at you, Batman versus Superman. So, you read it? Have we been over this before? Seems like you haven't.
I don't think I have.
Yeah,
No, I read year one, but I didn't read Batman Returns. I lent it to a friend and they never returned it. And
yeah.
I haven't had a chance yet. I know
So
you love it though, obviously.
yeah, after you play Mike Tyson, you gotta
Read
read that
that.
comic. Yeah, they it's it's why every movie ever since then says, "Oh, it borrows things from The Dark Knight Returns," because it's so awesome. It's so awesome. The art
Yeah.
style and the way they go about storytelling in it is definitely unlike anything else in comics. Like it almost seems like have you ever read a William Burroughs book?
What? Don't think so.
No. So
Name some examples. I don't know. Maybe.
Naked Lunch,
Nah.
that's the famous one. Yeah,
Nope.
that's the famous one. Um, have you ever watched what's his name? John Waters movie.
Give me some examples.
Um, what is it? Blue Velvet. That's the famous one.
Nope.
The fat lady eats poop at the end of it. No. So totally like stream of consciousness almost to the degree of, it doesn't make any sense at all. Like the words just totally random craziness stuff. Like I feel like the way that the Dark Knight Returns is presented is shocking that it's Batman. That they did
Yeah,
that they took that approach with Batman. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
and it's not comparable to Burroughs or a John Waters movie. It's really not. But I just wanted to say how crazy the style of the writing of that story is. It's pure, just like imagery and snippets of this and that, and as you read through it, you put it all together. It's not a straight up storyline. You know what I
You should
mean?
buy me another copy.
Anyways, I can't agree more, Matthew. He also says game, Knights of the Old Republic for Xbox. He says I can't recall a game that genuinely enthralled me as much as KOTOR did back when it came out. The ability to make personal decisions to drive the plot forward and establish yourself as light, dark, or neutral with the Force made the game personal. The characters in the game were well thought out, and the multi-world spanning story kept the game interesting as well. Not to mention the great plot twist, which honestly surprised me a bit. He said maybe not anyone else. And older games tend to become dated with new graphics, better sound, enhanced gameplay, but the plot of KOTOR will keep it relevant forever. And I can't
Yeah,
agree more with that as well.
yeah. KOTOR was great. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Oh my god, yeah. First Bioware game I ever played. I mean, yeah, it was groundbreaking at the time for sure. I mean, the choices, your choice of light or dark, and
Right. There's nothing like that.
yeah. The question is it still? I'm pretty sure KOTOR was in the old Star Wars universe. Is it still in the current
No.
Star Wars universe?
No, it's not.
No,
No.
that sucks.
Yep. It's not canon.
So really, the story's irrelevant.
Doesn't matter.
Kind of does.
No,
Makes it cooler if it's relevant.
there was no. It was back in the day when there were mad Jedi's everywhere. There was no relation to the Skywalker storyline. Speaking of which, do you think this 789 is the end of Skywalkers in Star Wars? Do you think, other than maybe in the side movies and whatnot, like, do
mm.
they start a whole? Where do they go after that?
Well, I don't know. Depends who Ray's parents are. I don't know. If her parents have no link to Skywalkers, then probably.
Okay, so speaking of Star Wars, a bit off topic. Matthew, can't agree with you enough. If I don't get back to it, but this week, I went to get my teeth cleaned. First time in a year and a half that I went to a dentist because I
Yeah, I saw
moved
your
out here.
Facebook Star Wars post. Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, the dentist has the TV on the ceiling, and they asked what movie do you want. I said, what do you got? The third thing he mentioned was Force Awakens. I said, pop that in there. So it got me all numbed up. It had drill in my mouth. And
Oh my
around
God!
there,
If Bruce would do that when I could be on the laughing gas, God, that would be so awesome.
around the side of their drills and hands and weird glasses with the eye thing on it, I could watch the Force Awakens around the corner of them. And so something struck me this time that really hadn't in the past. Not that I hadn't thought about it, but it just really hadn't sunk in to the degree that it did when I was watching this on Monday. And it's just how much that junk dealer has to be involved. The fact that he's basically watching over Ray, the fact that he's got the motherfucking Millennium Falcon, the fact that, as soon as he sees BB-8, he's like, "Whoa, stop, shutting down the store. Boom, let's get on this."
Yep.
Like,
There's a million fucking credits.
yeah, that dude, for having just a bit part, has to be a major player in whatever happens.
You think? Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't. Maybe. Maybe
he's
he just
got
had
to
a big
be.
role in that movie, though.
What's that?
Maybe he just had a big role in that movie, and that was it.
There's got to be
He did
something with
have a
his
huge
history.
part when you phrase it like that, but yeah, he'll probably be in maybe what you think it's gonna be future on or prequels or
I mean, I feel like okay, just pure speculation. If you haven't
well,
watched
yeah. How did he get the
if
Millennium
if you
Falcon?
haven't watched The Force Awakens by now, check out. Okay, I'm going full on spoilers of Force Awakens. I don't believe there's a single person that would watch this that hasn't seen The Force Awakens. You agree?
I hope not.
So the um you got to assume that her parents somehow she's got the Force.
Yeah,
It seems like it can't be Leia because they would have mentioned her and they didn't know each other. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it can't be Leia. It could be Luke. It could be Kenobi's granddaughter, or who else is it? Who else could it be? I feel like it's got to be. Those are your only
yeah.
options,
Probably, yeah.
really, because
For the
if
time frame.
you know that it's going to be a big reveal whenever they lay that out. And if
Yeah.
they just say, "Oh yeah, her dad was the dude who was 2 steps to the left of Mace Windu in the big battle with the bugs," you know what I mean? That's not what it's going to be. It's going to be
No,
something
yeah,
big. You know what I mean? So unless it's like something like Dooku, like he's a great relative or something like that.
yeah.
So, anyways,
I
the
don't know.
the
I
it
don't,
can't be coincidence that she's living 100 feet from the Millennium Falcon. Can't be.
yeah, yeah. True.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
There's no way.
Yep. And they didn't say how he got the Millennium Falcon.
Well, they did. They did.
How?
When Han first finds them in the Falcon, he's like, "Where was it?" And she said, "It was on Jakku." He goes, "Jakku, we should have checked there. I told you, Chewie, like we missed that outer rim or whatever." And then she said the junk dealer's name. And then he's like, we stole it from him. He stole it from this dude. He stole it from this dude. And then he stole it from Han.
Okay.
And Han says that it was stolen from him, is what he says there. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But anyways, it just struck me that junk dealer, somebody was pulling the strings to have him kind of watching over her and the situation on
Yeah.
Jakku. You know,
Yeah. Probably made him
can't.
fucking stinge out on her fucking portions too.
I know that dude deserves it. Yeah, I'm so stoked for I honestly as much as Rogue One looks good, I'm so stoked for Episode 8.
Well, yeah, same here.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's
sure. I mean, Rogue One will be tight, yeah, but it's not. I want to see what's next really
yeah,
bad.
right.
But
Yeah,
not what happened. I want to see what's next.
totally, totally.
And I loved Rogue. I mean, Force Awakens. Probably my favorite Star Wars movie. I think I've said that
Yep.
before on the show.
Yep. You did on your favorites list for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, I'm watching it again. I'm down with it. It's not my favorite, but you know, I'm an old man. I like the old ones. They changed my whole life, but it's awesome. As time goes on, I like it more and more for sure. And even when I go back now, like and watch it, like there's parts that I'll pick apart in my head, in particularly the old people's acting and stuff like that. That it is not. I don't know, whatever. It's just when I watch it, I'm like, okay, that's could have been better, sort of thing, and I
yeah,
don't even care. The whole package is
well,
so
yeah,
cool that I don't even care about any of the nitpicky stuff that I didn't like about it. I can totally see right past it and say, whatever. The whole
yeah,
package is so great, I don't care.
yeah. They did.
So
Anyways, next
full
for
full circle back to Kotor. Awesome, Kotor's awesome.
yep,
Yep.
definitely love Kotor.
I think. Uh, okay, let's not spoil KOTOR. If you haven't played KOTOR, go play KOTOR. Just know he's right. It's awesome. Great story. At the time, mind blowing. All right, then we get to Mr. Kent Closter, who says, "Comic. I gotta agree with the Watchmen and the Dark Knight Returns. Does Walking Dead count?" He said all of those in every Justice League ever. So he's down with Watchmen in Dark Knight Returns. You need to read that shit.
I know.
Get your act
Seriously.
together. Everybody says they're the greatest things ever.
I know. I can.
And does Walking Dead count? Yes, Walking Dead counts. I love Walking Dead.
100% it
Yep,
counts.
we've talked about that from the get go. I feel like you can't judge it against things like The Dark Knight Returns and Sandman and The Watchmen
Why not?
because we haven't seen the end yet. You know what I mean? If they drag it out forever and if the end isn't something cool, then it doesn't match up with the classics of all time.
You don't think it's going to be ongoing?
No.
It is. It could. I mean, Carl could take over.
Yeah, I
Carl
don't
could be the next Rick. It could easily be ongoing with the amount of money they make off of it.
I don't think it will.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't think it will. To be honest, I just don't.
Gonna,
I feel like it's
the final book's going to be this wide when you read
right,
it.
right. So he also says game King's Quest, and he says go ahead and make fun. I wouldn't make fun at all. King's Quest is legit. I'm totally down with King's Quest. Have you ever played King's
What?
Quest?
Does he mean the original King's Quest?
I assume he does.
Yeah, I played King's Quest. I was really young. Just remember really liking it.
Yeah, like to
Was
me.
that the floppy?
Yeah.
Or
Yes, it was on floppies for sure. The it that game was my first introduction to high fantasy.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It was. It was the first dragons and wizards and all that stuff. As whatever age I was, 4 or 5. I don't know. We lived in Ann Arbor until 5th grade, so I guess it could have been up to 8, 9, 10, maybe. Blew my mind. Blew my mind for sure.
yeah. I don't remember much. I remember really enjoying it. I was
Yeah.
young. I was young when I was. That was when you were a kid. I was like really young kid, just fucking around with the old Apple, sticking the games in.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yep.
But I do remember playing it and liking it.
Yep, totally. But yeah, totally legit. King's Quest, totally legit. All right. So then, my buddy Chad, who does the Scary Thoughts podcast, also went back and forth on Pokemon Go with me. He says it's tough to beat Sandman for comics. The art and story are great, and it's impressive how many non-comic people love it. He said my pick would be Calvin and Hobbes, though.
Okay.
So
All
I'm down
right.
with Calvin and Hobbes and Sandman.
All right. Calvin Hobbes, yeah. Never read much of them.
I feel like their legacy has been tarnished by Calvin peeing on things on the back of pickup trucks.
That's true. Yeah, that's what you think of.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I gotta take a bathroom break. Tell him your appreciation for Sandman because I've never read it.
so, ladies and gentlemen, our comics expert. When me and Corey talked about doing this show, I was gonna be the video game guy. He was gonna be the comic guy. He hasn't read Sandman. He hasn't read The Watchmen. He hasn't read The Dark Knight Returns. You guys, if you can, get on the Facebook group and call him out for that shit. He's got to read those books. I think that's clear. That's clear. I'm not sure. Knowing Chad, to be honest, I'm 100% not sure if Calvin and Hobbes is serious or sarcastic. I could go either way. And to be honest, as a kid, I read a bunch. I used to have the books. No, those were the Garfield ones I'm thinking of. The Calvin and Hobbes ones were bigger, but I did have those. And as a 12-year-old, 14-year-old, or whatever. I was down with Calvin and Hobbes. In particular, my memories are the snowmen. They were fired up. So, anyways, and also I have read all of Sandman. I did that when I was in my 20s and when I lived in New Orleans. So, perfect setting to read a goth comic book for sure. And it absolutely, I agree. It's in my top 5 for sure. Definitely. He's back and back. Um, so then the next person on here said her name is Deborah Closter.
Um,
Um, she said, "Gotta love the original Superman comics when I was a kid. Archie and Casper, the friendly ghosts, were good too. Who couldn't like a little ghost who didn't want to scare people and wanted to
yeah,
do
Mom
good for
like
everyone?"
Casper.
Yep, totally. And
What about that? Yeah, Mom did like Casper. Yeah, hell yeah.
yep, she's
I
a
like
Casper
Casper
fan.
too.
Yep, I'm down with Casper too. Definitely the ghost that doesn't want to scare people
Yeah,
is definitely
friendly
a fired up
ghosts.
idea. Yep, definitely. Superman. I'm shocked that you read Superman comics when you were a kid. I don't. I never heard that before. It's news to me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk to you about that.
Yep. And then so I pestered her because she didn't put a game on there, and our mom plays the crap out of Carcassonne. She plays Carcassonne like it's going out of style.
I called him tonight, and she was dominating Dad. Just dominating.
Whoa,
She's
let's
good.
keep that sentence in the proper context. The
What Carcassonne context? Oh God, gross.
the so that's why I pestered her and asked her if she why she didn't say Carcassonne. I said I figured that's what she would say, and she said definitely like Carcassonne and the Ticket to Ride board game. We haven't even gone into board games. Down with both. And she said and Pokemon Go for sure. I didn't even think about Pokemon Go. She's the freaking Pokemon Go master of the
Shit,
family for
level
sure.
24.
Yeah, she hit 24.
Dominating.
Yep.
She's killing all of
Yep.
us.
Totally.
She's got a fucking 1800 Gyarados with so much room to upgrade. Oh my God. Like, she's killing it. Doing
Definitely, definitely
really
killing it, Mom, on the Pokemon Go.
way more than me.
Got some Pokemon Go respect for
It's
you.
embarrassing, but it's so cool that I can't even like really be embarrassed. It's like, fuck yeah. Kill it. Okay, next. What are you freezing? Just my tablet.
I figured let's go into it. Let's do it. Pokemon Go. We're not through all the rest of the letters yet, but it's time for. Oh, hold on. We got a live catch here, ladies and gentlemen.
Atkins. Nice. Atkins.
Come on. Doctor.
Oh, terrible.
I'm getting some bad throws. Not even good.
Oh, wow. Oh man, that's the best live catch I've seen. Wow, wow. Damn, I can see. Oh, 21, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Who's your buddy?
I'm just gonna say it because I don't know where my tablet is. I got a execute as my buddy, and I'm
Nice.
level 22.
I don't even have any of them. You're 22?
Yeah, yeah, and I'm close to the executors, like the evolved. So I'm just trying to. I really want him.
Yeah.
Especially like Pokemon Sun and Moon's been getting me hyped for him with this palm tree version. It looks so cool. So like I want to get the normal version for sure.
Let's see what I got here. Recent. Oh, when you hit recent, it shows you all the regs.
What you mean?
it shows you like all the ones that you recently caught. So it's like a million Pidgeys and Rattatas and Parises and that. Speaking of that, I hatched a Rattata.
I heard of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's sick, dude. Hell yeah.
that.
I've hatched one before too. It's like,
All right, so it looks like, to be honest, I got nobody on there. My big news is that I actually am friggin' almost level 22. I gotta say, it's crazy how much it slows down. It goes from like boom, 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 boom to nothing. I mean,
dude, that's why it's so impressive that mom's 24.
yeah, oh yeah,
That is some dedication.
yeah, definitely, definitely. The the progress.
She's straight up week one. She's still going hard.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. You have to be level 24.
Yeah,
For sure,
for sure.
definitely. And so today I was actually I've been going around and still trying to get lucky eggs from taking over gyms. I kind of, as I cruise around town, look for I just
Lucky eggs
every
from taking over gyms.
what's that?
You don't get lucky eggs from taking over gyms.
Yeah, you do. I do.
We don't. No.
You get gold coins, and then those buy lucky eggs.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah. A shitload of them. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I've been focused. If I see, anytime I'm cruising around, I see a blue gem, tap it. If there's a spot, I'm pulling over, throwing something
Yeah.
in there.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. If it's an open spot, for sure.
Yep. Yep.
You drive around for a living. It's not fair.
Yeah. Totally. Totally. So yeah, I don't have any cool new Pokemon this week, but definitely approaching level 22, which it feels hardcore to me. I'm definitely still on board for sure. Still fighting the good fight out there. I am excited for the watch thing. I feel like,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
weird.
I want more updates before I get back into it hardcore, to be honest. I want to be able to trade with people. I want to be able to battle with people. I want to be able to have the watch thing. Like, if all that's in there, I'm back. I
Right.
mean, for now, it's kind of boring me, to be honest.
Yeah, you've fallen out, huh? I can't
Kind of
believe it.
have, yeah.
Can't believe it. It finally happened. How many weeks has it been? 8 weeks? It's a good
Yeah,
run.
guys. Yeah, it was decent, man.
It's a good run. All right,
But
so let's see what's next here. See what we got. Come on, thing. It's shut down.
wow,
30th
kind of
anniversary of Pee Wee's Playhouse this week.
really
Yep.
one of your favorites.
Another one of my favorites. Definitely. Definitely a classic.
I like some previous Playhouse.
All right.
I like that there's always trippy cartoons for kids and adults, and like I mean, children's show in general.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's been a thing since the '80s
Yep.
that it always applies to both generations.
Yeah, totally. The
It's
best stuff,
cool.
anyways.
Yeah, the good stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
When I was a kid, or not when I was a kid, when my kids were little and watched cartoons, it was absolutely SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Yeah.
Yeah, SpongeBob was awesome. It took me
Adventure
forever to
Time.
figure it
Go
out.
to.
What's that?
What about Adventure Time?
That was after my kids got on TV, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yep, that's post them being into TV. Now it's all YouTube. You know what I mean? It's YouTube personalities. It's not cartoons.
Which is not even that funny from what I've judged, but whatever.
There's a few things. So I'll get some shout outs since we're on YouTube. Real quick.
Do it.
Peanut Butter Gamer.
I actually subscribe to Peanut Butter Gamer. I haven't
Yeah.
watched one of his videos in over a year, but I'm a
There
subscriber.
it's quality stuff that is funny, I think. That
Yeah, I
guy.
watched a couple of his videos. They seem good for mouths and like,
It's good for me, to be honest. It's
yeah,
good for me some days.
it was
It
fun.
is. Not every show. Some of them will just be straight up him playing games with like cheat codes and stuff like that, and they get a little bit dry. But his like editing stuff and his jokes are legit funny
Yeah,
sometimes. Yep. And then The other one that I would give props to is I don't know what his tag's called. His name's Pat. Pat and his wife Jen. I guess I got to figure out what his name's.
Miles told you that,
Well, he says it all the time. I watch it with him. It's on my TV constantly. There's
Oh yeah.
if I'm hanging out in my living room for an hour of the day, I see
I
six
think that's
YouTube
your man
videos.
cave at this point.
What's that?
That's the man cave. That ain't no living room.
It's not really a man
Kinda
cave.
is. Amy, how much time does Amy spend in there compared to the men?
Well, not that much, but it's also where she hangs out if it's, whatever, the evening time when we're watching, both sitting around,
Yeah.
to be honest. So, anyways, the next one, I'm going to actually save the next one for last, but I got one other one is my buddy Mike from Minnesota says Daisy. I never read Daisy. Did you read it?
No.
Yeah. I'll check it out though.
Is that a movie? Isn't that a movie or I think
It
it
is
is.
no, you're thinking World War Z,
Yeah.
the
Well,
Brad Pitt zombie thing.
yeah. The game Daisy then?
No, it's a comic book.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't read it though.
Yeah.
Don't know anything about it. So then the final one, oh, I almost deleted it. That would be quite a
Wait,
shame.
what was this game?
He didn't have one. He just wrote Daisy. That's his whole comment.
Daisy is I feel like a computer game. So it's a zombie survival game.
Oh, is that what he's talking about?
Pretty
Is
sure.
that like
Yeah.
H1Z1?
Yeah, except it's a PC game that I know plenty of people have wasted like 6 months of their
Right.
lives
No,
on this.
I've seen
I'm
YouTube videos
pretty
about
sure
it.
that's what he's talking about, not a comic book.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Open
Which
world
is
survivor
dope.
game.
I wanted to play that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Um. So then the last one comes from Adam. Um, he said, "Can it be games?" He said, first of all, he says, "I love the God of War games. Could play those over and over." He said, "Not much for comics, but if I did, I would start The Walking Dead." And then he says, "Nomination two for the game. Any game that the closers play against me in.
Of
13
course, fucking asshole. Fuck. That's exactly what I expected from this. This bullshit.
13 and 2 all time. Waiting
Fuck
for
it.
y'all to get Madden."
Fuck you, Adam.
Totally. So yeah, I had to
What a
throw that
dick.
in there.
What a fucking dick.
Totally.
He does have bragging rights, though. I mean, that's what
Yep.
pisses me off. That's what makes me want to call him a dick, because he's a fucking asshole.
He's dominated.
He has. He's been destroying us. We need to change that. Adam, you dick. Fuck you.
Yep. Totally. Totally. So yeah, that's it from the group. Um, I was trying to think what else.
Alan Moore.
Oh yeah, Alan Moore says he's retiring for comic books. The again, I think we've established. I don't think you've ever read an Alan Moore book, huh?
I don't think so through the end. I think I read like half the Watchmen and
Right. So
about it.
I feel like he is one of the writers that changed comic books from being to becoming legit in my mind. And but he also is a crazy person as well as a older person. Like his quotes about he's super duper cocky about what he did then now and
Is he?
talks trash against everybody else and whatnot. And
He
his
looks cool. I like his look.
right, yeah, he's definitely he's I don't know if eccentric is not even the word, but since those days, he's proved himself to not be somebody that you probably want to hang out with and have a couple drinks with. He seems like he's a crazy old man instead of that. But I got respect for the guy. He's definitely written books that changed, my opinion of what comic books can be. I think particularly today's serious stuff like Saga and Walking Dead and stuff like that, owes a lot to, he was one of the front
Definitely.
runners for doing those kind of stories in comics.
Yeah.
So says he's quitting. We'll see. That's fine. To be honest, he hasn't written anything of consequence in 15 years,
Wow,
something
hater.
like that.
Actually, I guess this is the second time he's quit, from what I heard.
Is it? That
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me either. Like I say, he's an outspoken, kind of crazy man at this point,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep. All right.
For sure. What else you got? What
Peace.
did you just the one last thing that I wanted to talk about is
No, I wanted to say
oh, you're saying peace to
that
Alan?
no, no. What I want to say
What?
is that Legion teaser with Aubrey Plaza. I love Aubrey Plaza. She's one of my favorite actresses.
I didn't see it.
I'm in love with her, and I think she's hilarious at the same time. It was awesome
I
for
didn't
sure.
watch it.
Even though it was only like 10 seconds, it was dope. Watch it right now. It's like 10 seconds.
Okay. All right.
It's the end of the episode. Nobody's watching, anyways.
Hold on. Hold on. Oops.
I love Aubrey Plaza though. Her
Ha-
whole fucking attitude, her look, she's awesome.
have you checked out all the updates on the PS on the
I've
PlayStation?
I've used my PlayStation since yesterday. I haven't checked much shit out, but it
Did
annoyed me that I get this stupid ass warning that says my license can't be verified, and it does it every half hour
huh?
on my PlayStation. It pops it up in the corner, and it says it for every single app or game I'm using. So
That's
every
weird.
half hour. But with the old firmware, it was translucent, or you could see through it or whatever.
Right.
With the new firmware, it's white block, and I hate it.
Huh.
So, so first impressions of PS 4.1, I hate it.
you know that they fixed Spotify.
What you mean?
You don't have to drop out of
Oh,
games
oh, really?
to switch it up anymore.
Well, that's
Yeah, it's
dope.
in the quick
That's dope.
menu.
That's actually really cool.
Who is she? What else is she in?
Parks and Recreation.
Okay. Funny.
She's really cool though.
Funny.
She's ultra cool. She's one of the coolest chicks I know. And I don't even my favorite actress. I would call her my favorite actress.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. If
Nice.
she's
That
in
show
that
looks sweet.
show, if she's his friend, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm already paying for Hulu because Press Prize. I didn't cancel my subscription. So
You
we're
are
in it.
the reason that they have that scam. You know
I
what
know
I
I am. I know I am for sure.
mean?
And I think about that before I do it. I'm
That's
like,
funny.
God damn it! I'm gonna put my credit card info in here, and I'm not gonna fucking ever cancel this. Paying the Hulu now, but
Nice.
then I did.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that shit. I already pay for it.
So, the one last thing that I just wanted to talk about is PlanetSide 2. What are your thoughts on PlanetSide 2? Wojo was super hyped to get us to play it, and then finally, for the first time, checked it out. I've heard about PlanetSide for years and years at this point now, and that was kind of my first experience playing it. What are your thoughts on it?
I feel like I can't really give a good opinion. I was pretty drunk when we started playing it.
Can't give any opinion. I
Um,
mean, like, dislike, impressed, not impressed.
I mean, from my experience, I've just died the whole fucking time. So, I mean, I wasn't really enjoying it. No, like, I don't know if that's just because I was drunk,
It
which
is.
it
It
could
is
be.
because I didn't,
And
and you're every
I
bit
mean,
as
I
good
was
as I am.
dying every time I would spawn and start running. I'd just die. Like, it was, yeah. I mean, I wasn't ready to play that, and
Right.
I can't give an honest opinion on it yet.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. The my whole
I was impressed for it being free. The responsiveness and the whole game
right.
for being free was cool. I'll say that.
Um,
That's all I can really say.
I I definitely was impressed. You know, it's it's definitely doesn't have the production values of like a whatever a Destiny or a Call of Duty or something like that. But when the first time, we were on that tutorial world for like an hour, and then we went to the real matches. And the first time when we rolled up on the, I don't know if you remember this, but there's a bridge where there's a gigantic battle going on, and tanks coming down and fighting each other on the other side, and people hiding behind the pillars of the bridge and then jumping out, pop, pop, pop. And as an engineer, I was running up and fixing tanks that were getting damaged by heavy artillery and whatnot. And there was probably, I don't know, 100 people that were all real people having this epic battle. Like it definitely, when I saw that, I was like, whoa, okay, there's nothing like this anywhere else that I've seen before.
Yeah,
It was
that's what
definitely,
Wojciech's been saying.
yeah. And he's right. I don't know if there's enough like I that's not really why I play games, to do
Yeah,
versus other people. I like to do kind of story co-op stuff as I enjoy more. But that was definitely impressive for sure.
yeah.
In speaking of which, the other update that happened, you see that Destiny's got private matches?
I heard that. I didn't see that. I played with Graham 2 days ago, and I saw there was all um, Rise of Iron style now, but
Right.
I didn't see any of the private matches stuff. But I saw it all over the internet.
Right.
So
So
I see
yeah,
that it has it now.
the next time we have 4, 5, 6 people, we can play versus each other.
Yeah,
It's a
you get
game
any
changer to
XP for
me.
that?
What's that?
You get any XP for that?
I don't even care. I don't know the answer to answer your question. I don't know, but to me, that's way more fun than hopping on and playing random strangers.
Well, yeah,
Is to
well
be
for
able to talk
sure.
trash to your friends.
Yeah,
For me, that changes the PvP big time.
I guess. I mean, I kind of like rankings
I
in
like
like
that too.
Halo and Death.
I like that too, but I also would like being able to go versus.
So, I mean, it sounds cool in theory, but I've never played private matches. They've always been a thing back on the previous generation, at least.
But it's
And
because
I never played them.
we never had a group.
Yeah, I guess if we have a group, it'd be different.
You know what I mean? Even just 2 versus 2, that one where you revive each other and whatnot, that'd be fun. I think.
Yeah, true.
You
Yep.
know, 3 versus 3 would be really fun. I think. So yeah, we'll have to check it out. I'm sure we'll be playing plenty of Rise of Iron.
Yep.
Yep.
I still don't get why Destiny didn't do what Halo did with the multiplayer. Have different modes and playlists, and
Right.
makes no sense.
Forge and yeah, and what's it capture the flag.
Ranked multiplayer, capture the flag, all the
Right.
different fucking game modes, everything. Like they
Right.
didn't include any of that, and that was like I feel like that
You're right.
was 75% of Halo.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, kids would bring their consoles into the same room
Yep.
and all hook them up to TVs just to be able to fucking play that multiplayer shit together.
Totally.
Yep.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Episode 18. We'll get back to our regularly scheduled, more structured shows start next week. We recorded on Mondays. So were you ready to make that switch?
Yep.
Okay. Let's get it done.
All right.
Everybody, have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.
Later.
Later.